Hi, I'm Jessica.
Hi, I'm Christeena.
And you're watching
Game of Tomes. So
you're watching our very second Top 5 Wednesday. So congratulations and thank you for watching.
And there's a Goodreads group that we'll link down below. You can go and join in, and everybody, there's a whole list of the topics, and people can put in their input or their videos, and we'll link it down below for you.
Okay.
So today's Top 5 Wednesday is series that got worse with each book or season. It can be TV or book series.
Yeah, this one we had a little bit of a hard time with, so we combined our answers and made one list of 5.
Yeah, and we have almost a kind of an even number-ish of TVs and books.
Yeah.
But, so, okay, we'll jump into it. The first one, in no particular order.
Sure. Is Orange is the New Black, which is a TV show that we have both watched, and we both agree that kind of lost our interest after a while.
I really, really liked the first 2 seasons of it, and then I was kind of like,
When
on the third one.
When Piper starts, like, taking on other personalities in order for, like, something new to happen,
Yeah.
I think that's when I kind of...
I found myself actually, like, I'm more interested in, like, Tasty's and everyone else's stories than I am Piper's. And I just feel like it's getting a little, like,
Yeah,
I feel like she's changing a lot, and, like, I know she's in prison and stuff, but...
Sure. But I don't think it's real. Like, it just seems really phony what she's doing. The first couple of seasons, like, I couldn't get enough. Like, I just had to binge watch. And it might have been the three seasons.
I want to... how many seasons is it right now? 4?
5?
4 or 5? I want to say the third season is the season that it started to kind of, like, when I watched it, I was like, And I'm pretty sure...
Really remember.
The latest season, I pretty much, like, didn't really pay that much attention to.
I don't think I've seen it all. I decided to just, like, take a break from it for a while.
Yeah. The season where they have Ruby Rose, that's one where I actually had to end up watching it twice because it didn't really, like...
Pay attention?
Yeah. It's kind of lost my interest a little bit.
Understand. Yeah, me too.
And honestly, like, when the new season comes out, I don't know. I definitely won't be, like, jumping to watch it first off the bat. I'll probably end up watching it at some point, but...
I don't know either.
Probably when I'm bored and don't have anything else to watch, honestly.
Yeah. Okay, what's the next one?
Okay, the next one I picked is The Office, which I'm a huge, huge Office fan. My husband is. We absolutely love it. I don't think there's anyone out there that would say it got better after Steve Carell left. Because it just, he was like the show. I mean, like, they're all the show, but Steve Carell was the boss, and he was so goofy. And it was just, it's hilarious. It's so dumb, but it's so funny. And then he left the show, and they went on for 2 more seasons. And it gets, like, we recently just finished rewatching all of it. And I think he left season 7. And season 8, I'm kind of like, ha. And then season 9, I was just like, all right.
I haven't watched it, so I can't put my 2 cents.
Yeah, it's good though. I mean, it's really good, but it's just, it wasn't the same, and I don't.
Why did he leave?
I don't remember. He was on it for 7 seasons, and then I want to say it's probably because he went and did movies, or he does pop in for the very last episode where they all watch the documentary. He comes in and he's like, hey, and he's got, like, then he's talking about, like, all of his kids he has, and stuff like that. And
that's funny. This reminds me of Parks and Rec. Have you seen Parks and Rec?
Yes.
I really enjoyed Parks and Rec, and then it got to, like, there was at one point, like, they jumped in time forward. Okay, spoilers for Parks and Rec. They jumped forward in time, like, 4 years, and then Leslie and Ron Swanson were, like, not friends anymore. They, like, started butting heads, and I didn't like that, and then I just, like, lost interest in it and stopped watching.
We watched that recently too, because when we first started watching it, we watched almost all of it, but then there was, like, a few seasons left that we didn't watch. Yeah. Because we started to kind of, like, Not that it wasn't bad, but then we kind of burn ourselves out on it. Yeah. And I want to say recently we watched the whole thing, but I don't think I paid attention to it towards the end.
Gotcha.
So I know I heard a lot of people comparing like The Office and Parks and Rec, because I think once The Office ended, they started coming out with Parks and Rec, and I mean they are similar.
They have like a similar docu style.
Yeah, and they do have kind of like the same feel. Like Leslie Knope is goofy and like not the boss, but you know, and Michael Scott was, and so I mean, yeah, it's a good show though. You should watch it.
Okay.
I mean,
is it on Netflix?
Yes, all seasons.
Oh.
I don't have my DVDs here. We also have every single season and a DVD of all the Christmas episodes.
That's awesome.
The first season is pretty. It's not as funny, but I mean it's still funny.
Okay.
Okay. So third one.
Oh yes, this is one we both agree on.
Yeah.
And that would be The Hunger Games.
I've read them.
I really liked number 1 a lot.
I did too.
And I like number 2.
Yep.
But then number 3 felt really rushed. Like she was on a deadline and didn't have time to really flesh the end out.
Yeah, because like it was like bam, everybody's living underground, and then
I did like the underground part. I did too. I like that district. But then just like the final battle between the Capitol and
the district and everything.
then like the deaths.
Yeah.
And then who she ended up with.
It's been quite a while since I've
who did she end up with? I can't even remember now.
I want to say PETA. I don't think her and Gail ever got back together.
I thought it would be Gail.
Yeah, I always thought it would be Gail. But then after like all the stuff with Capitol, I think she actually grew to love him and ended up being with him. But it's been, I haven't seen all the movies. I think I've only seen the first 2.
And if that's the way she wanted it to go, like if she wanted it to be PETA, that's fine. But I think she should have made us really want it to be PETA.
Because the whole series, I didn't like PETA.
You didn't like him?
I mean, like, no,
I liked him a lot, and I felt bad.
But I didn't like, as far as like love interest wise, I didn't like him for her.
Yeah,
because it was always like her and Gail.
And then
I feel like she was like the author kind of wrote as, and I mean she kind of was because the way it happened, but like I feel like she was just forced to be with PETA, and then I don't feel like in that kind of situation, I don't feel like you would ultimately end up with that person once everything would be said and done.
I don't know, maybe.
I mean, maybe, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I remember...
It just felt just so rushed.
I remember being kind of bored with the third one.
Yeah, I don't know. It's been a long time.
So, I mean...
Next!
Okay. Another one is a TV show that me and my husband watch. You haven't seen it?
No.
They have it on Hulu. I think it comes on Fox or something like that.
I've seen commercials.
The Last Man on Earth. And it was really, really funny, and I was really, really into it. And we just watched the newest episode the other day. And every new episode for like a month straight now, I've been telling Elrod, if something doesn't happen, like, I don't really want to watch it anymore. It's just like, kind of like nothing's really happening, or nothing's really going on. Like, a situation happened I was like, oh, maybe this person is still alive, or something. And then it kind of doesn't go anywhere. And I feel like the things that happen now are just kind of like there's things that happen that I think like should be kind of maybe drawn out because it could be a good storyline, but then they aren't. And then there's things that happen that I don't think are that great as far as storyline, and then it's like drug out, and I'm like, ugh. So I'm just getting like kind of like
over it.
Yeah. And I keep saying bored, but like nothing's really like
happening,
going on to pertain to like a major thing, and I'm just kind of like, each time I'm like,
Yeah. Stop watching it. It sounds terrible.
Elrond likes it still, so he's like, there's a new Last Man on Earth, and I'm like, great. All right, if I don't like it, I'll just start reading.
Go.
Okay. So our last one is kind of like a combined one because it's 2 different book series, but we
have the same feelings about it.
Yeah, and we haven't read them since high school. And so we didn't want to, like, we don't feel like we can talk like in depth about it.
Right.
But for me, it was the Twilight series.
You thought they got worse.
Yeah.
You didn't like Breaking Dawn?
I'm trying to think back to when I was a senior in high school. I remember reading it, and I want to say that I was like, okay. But I remember, like, really being into the first 2, and then I was just kind of like,
So I would have to disagree.
Yeah.
I really like Twilight. I didn't like New Moon so much, and I think I reread it and I skipped New Moon.
Yeah.
But I liked Eclipse, and I really liked Breaking Dawn. I thought it was a lot of fun.
See, I feel like to justify this,
Yeah.
and I would have to reread it because
Sure.
it's been so long that I'm kind of like,
Yeah.
and I've only ever seen the first movie and that's it, and I hated it. I absolutely hated the first movie, and everybody said they get better as it goes on, but I just no.
They actually do.
Yeah, that's what I've heard, but
Okay. I was such a twihard in high school. Like, I watched the movie in theaters twice.
I watched it once.
Yeah.
With
And
my
you were
sister
like,
and my
"This
brother.
sucks."
Yeah, I hated it. I didn't like it.
I remember. No, I can't remember if obviously I liked it enough to go see it twice in theaters.
I'm also just like not a big fan at all of Kristen Stewart.
No, I'm not either. I don't think she
So,
can
like,
act.
I don't either.
I really don't.
That's why I hated it so much.
Yeah.
Is she's just so blank, like all
And
the time.
I thought it was like she was trying to be awkward Bella, but like you see her in other movies and she's the same.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't like the only movie that I can remember that I've seen her in and actually liked was The Huntsman.
You
Was
liked
that-
her in that movie? I did not.
No, I mean I didn't like her, but I mean I like that.
That was a good movie, and I think she like brought it down a notch.
I just
feel like
I don't
saying that, but it's true.
I she just seems so like, and I'm like, oh, I can't stand you. Like, fucking act. Like, act like you're happy or act like you've enjoyed acting. Like, I just, So, I mean, like, I know there's a ton of people out there that are like, I hate her. And I'm like, I'm with ya. And if you like her, I'm sorry. I just personally, I just can't. I don't like her. I don't like her. I don't like her acting.
Yeah. I don't think she's a very good actor.
And that's why, that's actually a major reason why I didn't like Twilight and why I didn't. And I feel like it's also been so long since I've read them that I feel like for me, I remember liking the first few ones in high school, but then like anytime it's brought up, all I can think about is her, and then I'm like, I hate it. I hate it. I feel like she's ruined it for me.
That is passionate.
I really don't like her. I'm sorry.
No, I'm bad. It's fine.
I don't.
You don't have to apologize to me. I didn't say nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Alright.
Okay, so my answer for this would be the Ugly series by Scott Westerfeld. I really like the first one. I really like the second one. It's very teenagery. I read it in high school, and I think I just like I got to the third one and I opened it up and like they had gotten like upgrades and they could like I don't know do special agent things and I don't know they had like special abilities and I was like I'm over it. I didn't. It had lost its flavor for me. And
then he wrote 4. Because when we were talking about it, we found out that he originally only wanted it to be a trilogy, and then after the third one, he went back and wrote another one, the extras.
Yeah.
And
did you read extras?
I want to say that I read all of them, but I mean, it's been.
Do you remember if you liked them all?
I want to say that I thought I enjoyed them, but I do feel like at a certain point, like maybe the story's just done, and you should just leave it. But I mean, it's hard for me to recall like anything specifically that happened in them, but I mean I remember her going to parties and
I would
like hide in
recommend
a cave or something at some
if you're
point.
if you're a young teenager. I think it's a great series.
I would recommend it because
Yeah.
I mean I remember really enjoying like the first definitely the first 2 in high school. I remember I liked a lot.
Me too.
And then I think I probably just got like
So do you kind of agree with my answer?
yeah, because
Okay.
I feel like
Because I thought you liked them all.
no, I mean I don't
It's
really
been so
want to
long.
say because
Yeah.
it's been so long and I know I
Sure.
keep saying that.
Yeah. Okay.
But I don't know. I mean, if I remember them, I only remember mostly like the first 2.
yeah.
But I know for sure that I read all of them because I was like, yeah. But I don't know.
All right. I think we did it.
This was a really hard one.
It was a hard
for
one.
me. Yeah, because it's like
A lot of the series I'm thinking like we're like they got better as they went along and
it was hard to.
I think we came up with some good ones though. But
Yeah,
even
I
though
mean,
we had to resort to high school.
Yeah, because well, all the series I've read like recently,
Yeah.
I'm like, or in the past like 10 years, I'm like,
They got better.
no, I like that one.
Yeah.
No, I really like that one too. So if you've read any of these and you disagree or agree or remember more specifically than we do, me,
comment down below and
let
we'll
us
have a conversation
know.
about it.
Yeah, definitely. And if you can think of any others, let us know. Or any TV shows that we've watched.
If you've done this Top 5 Wednesday, let us know and we'll watch it and have a discussion.
I'd like to see other ones.
I would too, definitely.
For sure.
That's what Top 5 Wednesday is so cute.
Yeah, I really enjoy it. I'm glad we're doing it.
Me too. If you got this far, thank you for watching. Come be our friends. I'm Jess, Game of Tomes on Twitter.
And I'm Christeena, GOT.
I hope you're reading a great book.
Bye.
Bye. I heard her. And you're watching Game. I got a big head and little arms.